This is how we started, by the way. We had 7 people in our team when I started my journey in Dehradun. And this is not my office. In our office, we could only accommodate 5 people. So whenever we had a meeting, 2 people were always standing. So मैं rotational basis पे करना पड़ता था. This is my house. So we covered this because your story wanted to feature us. And can we go to the next slide, next few slides? If you will see the next picture, here we are. Today you see me speaking at events, TED Talks and all those other things. We used to carry all these canopies on our shoulders. We used to stand in the middle of the road, the busiest road in Dehradun, after doing MBA. And we used to distribute brochures. Now just think, after doing my MBA, after getting placed, and I got my first job in Singapore, I did not take that job. If you are distributing brochures on the road, and when people come to you, some of them don't even take the brochures, some of them take the brochures, they just throw them on the road. It would not have been easy, yes? Yes. And then there were certain people who came over there, and they said, I need one brochure. I'm like, okay, somebody has come to me willingly. So he took the brochure, wiped off his sweat, threw the brochure on the road. But for me, it was not just a brochure. It was my company, it was my business, it was my life. We used to pick all of them up, and we used to take all of them with us together. And I realized one thing, if you can very quickly go to the next few slides, that if I have to really bring about a change in my life, I have to do something different, yes or no? Yes. How many of you agree to this? If your success is dependent upon the approvals of somebody else, you would always have limited growth in your life, yes or no? Yes. Now just think about it, and I want all of you to also have paper and pens. I know you're very intelligent, but still if you don't write everything, then it would be very difficult for you to remember it, okay? I'll also give you certain pointers over there. I spoke at a lot of events. We were trying to make a lot of things happen for us, but it was not actually happening. Reason being, I was only doing my events, but first thing, I did not know how to monetize my skill sets. Toastmasters is an amazing platform. It teaches you how to become a good communicator, how to come across as an amazing leader. But then it is also a duty, if you are a part of Toastmasters, just like Jenny ma'am said, to give back to Toastmasters, right? And that is precisely what we are doing right now. Next slide. Next. I mean, this is really difficult. Okay, next one. We did an event in Dehradun. How many of you are aware about this event that we did? You heard it at the talk also. Now, you would expect that if you are doing a work or if you are doing a business, you would expect good results to come in your life in the 3rd year of your work. Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you so much. You would expect good results to come in your life. Yes or no?
Yes.
We expected the same thing. We thought, okay, let us do the biggest event that Dehradun has ever seen. So we invited some celebrities, we invited more people. That event went on for 9 days. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately as I call it today, we lost about 10 lakh rupees. And today you know about the company's turnover, we do more than $1 million every year. At that particular point of time, we used to survive at just 500 rupees per month. And when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. I used to live with my parents at my house. So they used to pay for all my food and everything. Besides my fuel expenses, 500 rupees was all that we had. And then we had a position like that when we were having a loss of 10 lakh rupees. So I called all my friends. I told them, give me some money. I'll return your money. I can't even tell you the date when I would be doing that. But somehow we managed the money and we paid all the debt off. And then I realized that Rahul, if you are looking for a transformation, that would happen when you don't have a dependency upon other people. I want you to do a small activity, 10-15 seconds. Write down on the piece of paper what all factors are there for you that you are dependent upon for your success. If you are in a job, maybe you need the HR to give you a hike. If you are into business, maybe you want somebody to invest into your business. What are those 1, 2, 3 top things that you are dependent upon? Please write it down very quickly. Are we done? Are we done? Yes, no?
Yes.
Louder, yes?
Yes.
Awesome. One more time, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And no dependency and no approvals. How many of you understand the term scalable? Anyone? What is your understanding of the term scalable? And just like ma'am said, no answers are wrong answers here, don't worry. What do you understand by the term scalable?
Expanding.
Expanding, taking it to the next level, yes sir.
From corn to popcorn.
From
From corn to popcorn.
From corn to popcorn, that's a different analogy. I've never heard that earlier, by the way. From corn to popcorn, okay. And
It's like economies of scale.
economies you scale your work,
Yeah.
right? What all factors are important if you have to scale your work or your business?
Replicability.
It has to be replicable. Second thing, the experience that people have about your work, it should be the same throughout, everywhere. Give me some examples of the same.
McDonald's.
McDonald's is one of them. I guess 50% of all the people who have come here, you used that service today, which is highly scalable right now. You came by a cab, right? So many of you, we use Ola and we use Uber, yes?
Yes.
Do you realize that that is a highly scalable model? Because the consumer experience, it remains the same. Because when people use your product or your service, everywhere, the experience that they have, the trainer is there or the person who's doing that work, everything remains the same. And how do you build a scalable business? How do you build something that is scalable? By having SOPs. SOPs are standard operating procedures. Please write it down for all the students and other people. You need SOPs. Now you tell me, when we were working in Dehradun, when we were making discount cards, we were going from roads to roads, going to houses, making discount cards. Is that a scalable business model? Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on.
No.
No. Why? If I have to come to Udaipur, I will again be starting from a scratch. Yes? So it is not scalable. Then supposedly, if I hire a franchise and if I have other people doing the same work for me, again it is not scalable because I cannot be 100% sure about the quality of the product that they would be doing over here, about the quality of the work that they would be putting over here. Yes?
Yes.
And then we realized that, Rahul, if you really have to do something really scalable, you've got to take your content online.